Drinking the house on a nice dreary Saturday outside. Someone told me I should put some socks on, so you're getting close. I got slippers today. I got to go back to a topic I've covered before, but again, I like to refresh on certain things that I feel really strongly about. And this topic is boutique audio brands. And it took me a lot of years in the journey to discover these brands that I realized, wait a minute, this is just like one guy and maybe a couple other people involved in these products. So obviously they must have a ton of knowledge to be able to build a business, a tiny little business, and then survive for many, many years creating music machines, right? So, behind me, I'd say 90% of the dual rig here is all boutique brands. Spatial Audio is a boutique brand. It's since sold and changed hands. I don't know what it's doing now, but Clayton Shaw, that was a very small outfit, right? So in my opinion, like a lot of the time, these engineers and designers are audiophiles themselves, and they go on this endeavor to create musical machines, musical components that sound great to their ears. It doesn't become this massive corporation where they're just pumping out hundreds of pieces a year, and all the power to them. I'm sure they're making tons of money. I've had those brands, and I don't know what it is. It's just they've never stood the test of time in the room. It's hard to explain what it is, just not able to engage with the music, right? So that's why I don't know it. And also they just feel more special to own these smaller boutique brand pieces of equipment, like the Blue Circle or the Angela Gilbert Young, one of my favorite brands. I got the conditioner behind the rack there. Pure Fidelity is as boutique as it gets. This guy's got just an unbelievable ear. He's an audiophile himself, and he's got just superb taste for aesthetics. Very good taste. And to me, that matters huge, just as much as the sound, because, some may differ in that opinion, but if we're looking at something, I want it to look like art. I want it to display beautifully to me, and even the company that come over, right, that aren't even into this stuff. So I know there's lots of you out there that own boutique brands, and surely you're proud of it. You can comment on that. There's another little DAC that I really have always had my eye on, the Border Patrol. I believe they're a boutique brand. There's so many out there that aren't these huge, like with these massive factories with a bunch of people that they're not even audiophiles. They're putting this stuff together, and they're pumping it out there. I'm not going to say it's bad or anything, but I've had a lot of those, right? But the ones that have stood the test of time are behind me, like the Pure Fidelity, the Bel Canto. It hasn't been here that long, but I'll prove to you that it will be. The Spatials, of course, the Techniques. It's not a boutique brand, but I love the little SL7. There's something else coming into the family on Monday that I really pray. I don't think I can give that the title of boutique, but man, I just hope it completes the reference tool shed, as I call it, because that's all it is. It's something to it gives me ideas for new topics, right? Or if I ever choose to do any kind of review of some niche product that I feel is important, I have that to compare to, right? I've always wanted to do that. I don't want to be someone that shows, because no one knows, just because someone has something of really expensive value in the hundreds of thousands, just because it's on the video doesn't mean they can afford to actually keep it and let it become part of their reference system. Because if it was so great and the title's like, these are the best I have ever owned, yet they go out the door, regardless if it's for the channel, it still means that it's not a reference system that they listen to. Because I know how much of a sideways move it can be, like just changing out the speakers like that in a reference system. Like, for instance, I like what British Audiophile does. I do watch him sometimes, just to see if those pro acts are still there. I mean, he states 25 years, and that's amazing. Like that's a guy that built a system and that he's content with. And that I've been like that for a very long time, right? Because I know that nothing's going to be perfect. I think he may be making a change there. I just look at it sometimes. So those are the guys that interest me, not the ones that could keep on, like there's no real reference system or proof of to show, right? Just because it's there doesn't mean shit. It does not. It really doesn't. So, you know, how can I have opinions on anything if my equipment is constantly changing? I'm not going to do that at your expense, you know, at your expense. I'm not going to cause stress in my life just to please viewers on YouTube. I want to be able to listen to music comfortably and not think, oh man, I need to change something. Not for viewers on YouTube. Hell no. It's too much of a pain in the ass and stress that I don't need in my life. So as I say, man, I'm a boutique audio company lover. I got nothing bad to say about the big brands. I own some myself, but first and foremost for me are the boutique brands that just sound right. They just sound right to me, and they rarely, if ever, will leave the room. Okay, Pure Fidelity, 7 years. Spatial, 7 years. Line Magnetic, I guess you could call that boutique. I don't know. When the original brothers owned it, when the gold, I love to show it there. Everyone knows about it. It's a cult classic and will be for life. The 518 IA in gold, right? Very proud to own it and always will be. And that's why it's never left, right? There has been a little, there has been some time where she's been kind of not in use, unfortunately, but it's going to be pretty damn quick in a couple of days here. So, I don't know, guys. I'm just going to keep plowing forward, doing what I do. It's not perfect. It's a little scattered. It isn't easy to press play and just come from the heart, right? With not even a frickin' piece of component or component to talk about, right? I just come on here, ramble on a little bit. People seem to like that. You know, a certain amount of people do like it. And I have proof of that. So who knows what will unfold in the future, right? I just go with it and just see what it does. But the main thing I'm trying to do is help the best way that I can, right? Direct people in a direction that I feel may benefit them on this hi-fi journey, right? Not say that this is the best, you should go out and buy it. No. I will recommend certain things because I have owned them for years and I can stand behind those, right? So anyways, guys, like and subscribe. You know, if you feel so inclined, you can always send a little tip my way down there in the search bar. It's got a little heart by it. Supports the shrink, right? Motivates me. So thanks again. Take care.